lose something?
Oh, yes, I have. I wanted to deposit that check that Al and Michael gave me, but I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where I put it. Oh, you look very handsome. Not very excited, though.
Not a morning person.
Oh, you've had your moments. Take my word for it. I know that this is a very big commitment that we are about to get into. Now, I think we're doing the right thing. But if you have any doubts, then we shouldn't go through with this.
Okay.
We have to trust each other.
I trust you. Hell, I'd do anything in the world for you. You know, all I needed was a good swift kick in the pants the other night, and you gave it to me. I've been trying to do right by everybody else, and I just forgot what I wanted out of this life. I still have dreams. The only difference is now is that the dreams are gonna be with you.
Are you ready to make it legal?
Oh, let's do it.
Michael, I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay.
Morning.
Oh, thank you.
You go, look out, it's hot.
Bridget.
Yeah.
Bridget, I think I got something here.
Something I can use?
Well, a 1992 case where a woman put her baby up for adoption because she had to go into drug rehab. 6 months later, she sued back for custody, and she won.
You're kidding. Well, drugs, that's way more trouble than I've ever gotten into. Okay, how did she do it? How did she win?
It seems like her father was some respected businessman. He promised the judge that he was going to support his daughter and grandbaby.
So much for that idea.
Well, wait, hang on a second. I mean, I know you don't want to get your family involved in this, but your Uncle Ed has already pledged his support. And who's more respected than he is?
I really don't need this wheelchair.
Sit down, Ed. Now, you've got to keep that arm still if the tendon's going to heal. Now, why don't you tell me how this happened in the first place?
It was really kind of stupid. The sterilizer in the OR had become unplugged. So when I was reaching down to plug it back in again, there was a wet spot on the floor, and I slipped on it as I was reaching down. And then to steady myself, I tried to catch the wall, you know, and instead I put my hand through the glass.
Excuse me, Dr. Linden was on her way down.
Wait a minute, Dr. Linden. What do we need a psychiatrist for?
So, Dinah, your dad would like to speak to you again.
Honey? Yeah, isn't she, though? Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, don't worry. I'll find you. Yeah, I love you, too. Bye-bye, Dinah.
Oh, I was such a jerk.
You were fine.
You know, maybe I should ask her to be my maid of honor. Do you think she'd like that?
Blake, you hardly know her.
Well, you know, she's going to be... We're going to be related.
Yeah, but don't you want one of your other friends to be maid of honor?
Who would you suggest, Eve Guthrie? Perhaps Alexander Spaulding.
Are you telling me that you don't have one female friend?
Well, I'm kind of like my mom that way. You know, we're not the kind of women that most women are crazy about. Wait a minute. Is there a rule that says a maid of honor has to be female?
Honey, maid in most cultures indicates a woman.
Yeah, but if it doesn't absolutely have to be female, what about Frank? Frank Cooper?
Aren't both of these kind of matronly for you?
Well, I don't want to look younger than your daughter, Ross. I want her to like me.
Dinah's gonna love you as much as I do. Frank's gonna be your maid of honor?
Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have to take these back anyway, till I get a job. If I get a job.
Well, I thought Ed had lined up another interview for you for the PR job at Cedars.
He is. Well, I'm on my way over there right now, but I gotta warn you, if it doesn't pan out, I'm gonna have to ask Daddy for my old job back at WSBR.
Actually, there's no real hurry for you to go back to work, I know. I'm getting a healthy retainer from Spaulding, and ever since I won Alexander's case, I have more new work than I know what to do with, so if you want to buy this one, or both of them, go ahead. I'll buy you a new wardrobe if you want.
What, and have your daughter accuse me of marrying you for your money? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mr. Marlowe, your appointment's here.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, good, I'm going. I'll tell you how the interview went.
Stop worrying.
Oh.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hi, Blake.
Jenna.
Blake, your interview?
Oh, yeah, right. Talk to you later.
All right, you said on the phone that you were going to form a corporation. What kind of business is it?
Buzz and I are starting a cosmetics company.
I see. And what is the name of this company going to be?
Sapure Pompier Incorporated.
I looked it up in the French dictionary.
What does it mean?
Well, I hope it means firehouse products.
It's Firehouse Products. I like that.
Okay.
Julie, have you seen Frank?
No, I was just checking for that earring that you lost.
Oh, yeah, it's still lost. I wish I could find the stupid thing. Your woodwork looks wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Whew. Unbelievable.
Look at you. What happened?
I just gave Marina a bath here. Hug me.
Oh, you're so... No, you're too wet. Oh.
What are you doing here? I thought you had a big job at the diner.
I did, but I'm finished with everything, and I thought I'd come check on Marina. Actually, I was going to have to go deliver some pastries, but will my wet husband do me a favor?
What?
Will you deliver them for me?
Absolutely, sure.
Oh, I love
But you know what? Let me get this belt buckle off because it's been digging into my side when I was giving her a
one
bath.
that pinches you. Why do you keep wearing that thing, huh?
Well, because Uncle Stavros gave it to me a couple birthdays ago, you know, so.
You're a very sweet man.
Okay, love you.
Oh, Frank, I forgot to tell you. Mrs. Pappas came by the diner today with lots of flyers for the spring fiesta. It's in 2 weeks.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
Oh, that's right.
Marina's first party. We have to take lots of pictures.
What's a spring fiesta?
Oh, that's right. This is your first year in the neighborhood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's called Fifth Street Spring Fiesta.
Aha. And Frankie is always the master of ceremonies.
Well, not this year, honey. I told the committee to ask Dad, so.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, Julie. It's lots of partying and dancing and music and all kinds of foods, and people are selling all kinds of nice things.
Yeah, it's kind of a Fifth Street way of welcoming in the spring. So, and it's kind of ironic because it turns out to be the first nice night of the year, and well, everybody was so cold all year long, and it's a long winter that everybody's ready to, you know, party in the park. So, honey, what are you doing?
Fixing the bed.
Oh, well, don't you think Julie can do that?
Yeah, I'm just helping her. What's the difference, huh?
Well, that's the point. Is it really shouldn't make a difference. I know you're a perfectionist, and
I'm a perfectionist, Frank. You were the one who's making such a big deal about who fixes the bed.
Honey, I know you like doing things your way, but don't you think it's a little much to have Julie remake this bed 3 different times?
Does it hurt?
Only when I breathe. Oh, sorry, it's a joke. It's a stupid joke. You should be in school while you're here.
I wanted to be with you. Anyway, Ben Reed said he'd pick up my homework.
Excuse me, Mrs. Cullinan.
Oh, Dr. Guthrie.
Hi. I was here yesterday when Dr. Bauer hurt his arm.
So you saw what happened?
Yeah, I did, and I think a memorandum should be issued right away to the custodial staff. Dr. Bauer could have hurt himself much worse on that wet floor.
Well, I'll certainly check and see if there have been any other complaints.
Especially with the hospital review accreditation coming up.
Yes.
You know, we've only got 6 weeks to go.
You don't have to remind me about that, Charles. I've been working on that around the clock for the last month or so.
Nobody's questioning how much time you've put in here.
I just want you to know it's not going to come grinding to a halt, you know, until I can get back to the office. I'll dictate the memos, whatever it takes from home.
All I meant was, if you need any help, just give me a holler.
I'm sorry, it's just frustrating for me, you know, like it had to be the right hand.
Look, your arm's gonna be just fine as long as you follow doctor's orders.
You make the worst patients, you know.
You can take your dad home now.
Okay, the cab's waiting.
Lillian. I heard a rather troubling rumor about Dr. Bauer having an outburst at the hospital last night.
An outburst?
Yes. Several outbursts, as a matter of fact. I don't need to remind you that an emotional doctor is not any good to his patients or to this hospital.
No, you don't have to remind me at all, but Dr. Bauer is neither of those things.
So there's no truth to those rumors?
No, there isn't.
Do you think you're gonna have time to type this at the office today?
I'll try.
Thanks.
Hey, Kat, this paper's already got a date on it, and it's from last year. Whose is it?
Oh, I know, it's mine. I wrote it last semester for English 101. And I liked it so much I decided to use it again. Except for no one was interested about hearing about Alexander Pope then, let alone now.
Well, wait a minute. Can you do that? I mean, is that legal?
Why don't you check your law book? Oh, money. Can I give it to you later?
Sure.
Thanks. I gotta go to class. See you later.
Have a good one.
So you're not gonna blow the whistle on me because I decided to use Spalding typewriters?
No, I think it shows a lot of initiative, ambition. See, we like that at Spalding.
Great. But you know, we are very late, so we should get going.
Yeah.
Then again, I suppose you are almost president of Spalding, so...
Although I have to do something before we go to the office. Don't worry. The almost president of Spalding will clear it with you soon. Okay? This is really good, Bridget.
Paper with your breakfast? Bridget.
Hey, do you want some breakfast?
No, I'm just gonna go right up and get to work.
What is he building up there anyway? Noah's Ark? We could choke on the sawdust. Hello? You listening to me?
I wonder Dylan didn't want anything to do with breakfast.
My gosh. Confession tells full story of Thorpe shooting. Let me see this. Did you know that?
Bridget? Nothing. Did you really have a baby with Hart Jessup?
Frankie, honey, can you please go now and deliver those pastries for me?
Sweetheart, if there's a problem here, don't you think we should get it out in the open?
Yes, and I think that this is something that Julie and I need to speak about in private.
I don't want anything to happen what happened like last time, somebody storming off.
I promise. No one will storm off. Please. Please go.
Okay.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. Julie, why did you lie to Frank? Okay. I remember the time that I asked you to fix the bed. It was a few days ago when I asked you to put the ruffled side to the front where it belongs, and that was one sheet, one time, Julie. Julie, why do you hate me so much, huh? I mean, what? Do you think that I am too vain, that I act superior? Do you think that Frankie's life is miserable because of me? What is it? Please. I really want to know. Did it ever occur to you that I might just be jealous of you?
We'll continue with part 2 of Guiding Light in a moment.
Lily's my wife. I'll get it back my way.
If he takes matters into his own hands, will he save Lily and Holden?
Hold it.
Or get them killed?
Whatever happens, don't be afraid.
As the world turns.
This is CBS.
You lie down and get some rest. I'll go downstairs and can't go to bed with your pants on.
Of course I can. Come on. I'll change later. I just want to lie down for a bit. If you could help me with the shoes, I'll do everything else.
Okay. I'll bring some vitamins up with your breakfast. You must have lost a lot of blood.
Michelle, I'm going to be fine.
You've been working so much lately, hardly getting any sleep, and
Michelle.
you're probably very run down.
Michelle, look at me. There is no reason for you to be scared. I am going to be fine.
I know.
Oh, Michelle, I got your dad's prescription filled.
I'll give it to him. He's very tired right now.
Well, he's also in a lot of pain, and he needs to get his arm, properly set up, and he needs to get his bandages replaced so that it doesn't hurt him.
I could learn how to do that.
I know you could, but it would take some time. Okay? Ed. Hi. You got to get that arm elevated here. There you go. Right like this. Okay, I got you your pain medication.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, could you go get me some orange juice from downstairs so I can take the medication? Would you mind? I don't understand.
What?
I don't understand why you're here. And I don't understand what happened back at the hospital. You know there was no wet spot on the floor. So why are you lying for me?
Not, but nobody answered. No.
Oh, I was in with my father.
How is he?
Okay, I guess.
Well, I was over at Cedars, and Lillian told me what happened. Is there anything we can do?
Do you know how to work a juicer? My father wants some orange juice.
Sure. I'd love to make some.
I didn't want Mrs. Raines to hear.
What? Hear what?
I tried to call Bridget, but her line was busy. Maybe you could help me.
Well, of course. What's the problem?
Dr. Guthrie's in my father's room with him. And I really just want her to leave us alone.
Hello. Hello. Yes, I've been waiting for quite a while. I'm holding for Billy Lewis. Yes, I'll wait. Billy. Hey, you sound good. I mean, okay. You sound like you're doing okay. Good. Hey, did the guard, did he tell you I called before? I can't seem to get these call-in schedules straight. Good. Hey, Billy, I'm really sorry that I didn't get your sentencing. Thanks. I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, the boarding house is going fine. I think I've got a contract out for the bricks, though. Yeah, Ted Yeager, sure. I could call him if you think he'd do a good job. I'm fine. I think I'm getting over a cold. You know, everybody in town's trying to get over it. How you really doing? Billy, how many bitch? You're kidding. You're gonna put us to shame when you get back. No, Billy. Yeah. What was that? 3 minutes isn't a lot of time. Okay, well, look, I wish I could. Yes, I will, I promise. Okay, I'll call you. Bye.
Hey, how's he doing?
How do you think he's doing? Just been his first night in prison. Sorry.
It's okay, man.
You saw everything, David. Everything they said about him in the paper.
I know that's got to be real tough on him, Dylan. But I got to say something, man. Now, you stop me if I'm out of line, but... See, Billy's not the only one who's had his name dragged across the front pages. I mean, Bridget's been right up there with him. And now the whole world knows about her and Peter and Hart and all that, and I mean, can you imagine how hard that's got to be on her, man?
Well, I can't say anything. I'm the last person in the world that has a right to say anything to her.
Why? You think she's ticked off with you?
She sure as hell should be.
You know, for a smart guy, you can be pretty dumb sometimes. You know that? Bridget hasn't said one angry word about you or Vanessa or anybody in your family since this whole thing blew up. As a matter of fact, when she does talk about you, you should hear it. It's like she's more concerned about what you're going through than she is with her own situation, Dylan. She's just a real special person.
Don't you think I know that?
So then why don't you just...
What? Take her side? That'd be like spitting in my family's face, and I can't do that, David. Not even for Bridget.
And life sure is a lot easier when you can tell the good guys from the bad guys, you know, like...
John Wayne.
Right, old John Wayne movies, you know, but when everybody's just trying to do the right thing, it's... I just wish sometimes when I look at you and Bridget, man, that there weren't any sides to take, you know. I just wish that the both of you could be whoever you wanted to be with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, it sure is a mess in here.
Hey, Bridget, I was just debating on whether or not to throw out this old pancake batter. I don't know. Does it keep? Will it...
Nah, probably not.
Hey, that offer for breakfast still stands. I'm game.
Sure.
The point here is, Buzz, no matter what assets we have in this company, they belong to you and me equally, 50-50. That's what I want stipulated in this document.
Are you sure you want to do it this way?
Yes, absolutely.
You got into trouble doing exactly this with Roger.
I don't think you're Roger Thorpe. At least not the last time I looked at you. And I'm a very different woman from the woman who signed that document.
You not only signed it, it was your idea, darling.
Buzz.
What?
Madam President, Mr. Secretary, could you come back when you both agree on something?
Oh, we agree on everything, Ross, don't we, Buzz?
Just doesn't sound like that, that's all.
How much will this cost us?
Well, there's $250 for the paperwork, and then there's a $100 fee for filing with the state.
Well, okay. We can handle that. You'll let us know when the papers are ready to be signed?
Absolutely. In the meantime, if you need anything...
I don't care if you're the President of the United States or even his wife. You don't have an appointment. I was just telling Mr. Spaulding that...
Yes, Dolores, we heard. Yes, and I was just trying to reassure your secretary that I don't need an appointment. I mean, that is why my family keeps you on retainer, right?
On retainer, not a leash.
It won't take long.
I have a very busy schedule, Ellen.
These are contracts. Stocks, other options.
Hello, I have a very busy schedule.
Ross, this will not take long. I would like to know that if I leave Spaulding, what would I legally be entitled to take with me?
Well, I think you have enough nurses. I'll get back to the hospital. If you need me, you call me.
Thanks.
Okay.
Eve, can I speak to you downstairs for a minute?
Sure.
Could I talk to you first? Do you mind?
No.
Oh, boy. You're right. It's going to take a crowbar to pry that woman loose, but your father isn't helping much, you know.
Look, could you stay here for a while with him? I need to go find somebody.
You know, I hate to say this, but this tray's beginning to swim around a little bit. I think this is why alcoholics get weird about taking pills and medication.
Yeah, but this is a low dose. Here, you know what I think you need? It's just a drink. Your juice. Get some more fluids into you. Here.
I think maybe I should call up and get him to change. Give me something less potent.
No, don't do that.
Why?
Well, don't you remember whenever I tried to change my medication, how the doctors reacted? Even if I had a sound medical reason, they looked at me like I was up to something. Which, of course, is why they called in Dr. Linden. You know.
Like everyone's gonna leap to the worst possible conclusion?
Well, look at who we're dealing with here. Patricia Cullen and Charles Grant. We're talking about people that have never felt anger or passion powerfully enough in their lives to lose themselves even for a moment. So you can imagine what they would think about somebody who puts their fist through a pane of glass. They would just think that the pressure had gotten to you and you had cracked. Well, that's why I did it. That's why I jumped to your side, because I didn't want them to come to any unfair conclusions.
So that's what you're saying, it was just reflex on your part?
Yeah. And I think it did some good.
Well, then I still don't get it. Why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be all packed? Aren't you supposed to be ready to move?
Yeah, but they won't let me into my apartment until April.
Is that a fact? You gonna stay on here?
Well, do you want me to?
Yeah, I want you to.
I've got a COD here. 200 recyclable glass bottles, 3 cases of olive oil.
Track me all the way over here. What is this mystery that you couldn't possibly tell me?
I wanted to tell you before we found out from somebody else. You ready? I put up your name for the Spring Fiesta Queen.
Why did you do that? What is a Fiesta Queen?
She reigns over the annual bash that we have down on 5th Street in the spring. No kidding, there's going to be a coronation and everything.
Coronation? A crown like Miss America?
Better than Miss America. Dirty Dottie has this thing that she claims has been handed down from the great-grandniece of the Empress of Austria or some damn thing. Then you get to go down, ride down 5th Street, bestowing kisses and tulips on all your loyal subjects. You end up at Roosevelt Park. Now, listen to this. And you make a little speech, and then you light the flame for the burning of the snow shovel ceremony. It's a tradition. And then there are pictures with the mayor, there's interviews with the press, TV, more interviews. It works.
Well, sure. I mean, if you really want me to do it.
Well, you have to be elected first.
Oh.
Well, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you're a Cooper, and besides that, you're the prettiest girl in town.
Thanks. I'm gonna go tell Michael that.
There's something else, honey. I want to ask you a question about your friend, Julie.
Look, I know that I am not a member of this family. I know everybody thinks of me like some distant relative who came to visit and never left. And I hate that. So I thought that if I acted more like you, I could change people's minds about me. You know how you are, so comfortable with people and free and easy.
Oh, Julie,
I just knew that deep down I could never measure up. And that's why I think we had that fight. And I told that lie to Frank. Because if I could wave a magic wand and be anybody else in the entire world, it would be you.
Julie, I realize that this was very difficult for you to say to me. But I'm embarrassed, too, because I am not perfect. I am far from perfect. I mean, I remember when I first came to this country, I wanted to be anybody but me. I hated my accent. I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and watch this woman on the news who I thought was wonderful. I would stare at every word she said and, oh, what it would be like to be her. But I did not know who I was. That was my problem. Not the accent or the clothes or anything else I thought was so important. I realized that I had to like Eleni for who she was, the good and the bad, or I would never be happy. And that was my hardest lesson that I ever had to learn.
How did you?
Well, I guess I grew up a lot, and I think falling in love helped. I mean, when I realized that even though I played all those tricks, Frankie still loved me, well, that... You know, that'll happen for you too, Julie. I know it will.
I hope so.
Friends?
I'm sorry.
I'll go. No, it's okay. I think she misses me. I'll be right back. Julie, we don't have to ever talk about this again. But, I never keep anything from Frank. And he always tells me the truth, always.
Now then, your contract as head of Spaulding Pharmaceuticals?
I think that's probably expired by now.
Well, I don't know about that. There was a recent court ruling which may hold you to that agreement.
Wait a minute, Ross, you sure that they can do that?
I don't know. I can look it up, though. Well, that book doesn't seem to be here. My secretary must have it. In the meantime, I suggest that you negotiate a very nice golden parachute with your aunt.
Yeah, well, the chances of that are pretty much slim to none. I'm betting on none.
I am just trying to give you an out.
I appreciate that, Ross, okay? But I have something, a cushion, just in case my days get a little rainy.
If things get difficult between you and Alexandra, I represent Spaulding Enterprises, not you.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
Very good.
So, how are the wedding plans coming? Oh, wait a minute here. Excuse me. I'm not sure I know the rules. I can discuss my most personal, multi-million-dollar future business plans with you, but when it comes to, hey, Ross, how are the wedding plans coming, that's completely off limits?
That's about it.
How long are you going to hold this grudge?
Until you're toothless, hairless, and penniless. And as for now, forget about my wedding, all right? Don't send a card, don't send a gift. If possible, don't read about it.
You mean I'm not expected to get an engraved invitation? You get a chance. Thanks for your time.
Dolores.
Yes?
The appellate decision book for 92, it's missing, and so is 91, by the way.
Well, I don't have them. Were you looking for something in my desk before?
No, of course not, Dolores. I wouldn't dream of touching your perfect desk. Besides, you keep it locked.
Well, it wasn't locked when I came in. As a matter of fact, one of the drawers was standing wide open.
Here you go.
Well, that's a mean stack, Bridget.
Yeah, you know, I never really thought of myself as a kitchen person before. There's something about being in my grandma's kitchen, you know. I remember when I used to come here to visit when I was a kid. This was always my favorite room. You know, I just want to hang out in here. Seems like everybody just wanted to hang out in here. Careful. You know, because it's so cozy in here. It's like family.
Mm.
Speaking of, have you heard anything from Billy? Is he okay?
Yeah, I just called him a little while ago. I want you to know that he didn't say anything to any reporters. He didn't say anything about you. And he would never want that stuff about the baby and you to come out in the papers.
It's cool. Don't sweat it, okay? It's no big deal. You know, I was actually thinking, what I could do is wear a brown paper bag over my head for a couple weeks. It could be an improvement. You never really know.
You know, I was thinking maybe you and I might take a...
Just a second. Yellow?
Hi, Bridget. Here you go. 3 dozen assorted turnovers. So,
Great,
you know what?
thanks.
Laney threw in some extra pastries for you, too.
Fabulous. I'll get the money.
Great. Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Frank. How you doing?
Good.
Is Julie dating guys? Does she have a boyfriend?
Why do you want to know this?
Well, I've been watching her lately around the house.
Yeah, I bet you
She
have.
seems preoccupied.
Well,
But what?
well, yeah, maybe. Look, it's personal, okay? And I really don't think that it's any of your business.
Of course it's my business. She's my daughter's little sister-in-law.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Honey, look, she has problems. She doesn't have any friends in town. She needs somebody to look after her. She does.
Okay. She's dating this guy, Steve, at this university, but there's a really big problem that I think is going to kind of put an end to that.
Thank you.
For what? I just told you that she had a really big problem.
Yeah, I think she seems to be handling it.
She does?
Yeah. Oh.
Guys, I think Ross Marlowe's bill was a little bit higher than I'd expected. Do you have $55 to pay this guy?
You've seen my entire fortune. It's $35.
I've got $20. You can have it.
No, hold it. No, I'm not going to...
It's coming. It's coming. I'll pay you back. I promise.
It's no big deal.
It is to me. I don't like putting a touch on my kids for money.
Oh, yeah? I didn't stop you from making off my trust fund.
I will pay you every cent with interest. You don't believe me, do you?
Jeez, will you chill out? I was just teasing.
Going now.
Bring home the bacon.
Good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait in the car for Alan, Michael.
Lucy, could I ask a favor of you, please?
Yeah, what?
It's about your dad.
I can't even drive. Look, I can't even carry my briefcase home from work. I'm in so much pain. Michelle can't drive? How am I going to get food? She's too young. You're asking me to lie here and starve to death because you won't help out. Is any of this working? Why don't you blink when you start feeling sorry for me?
What do you want me to do? You want me to lie here and tell you the real reason I want you to stay? You already know that, so what would be the point?
All right, I'll stay. I'll stay until April 1st.
Thank you.
But you know why I'm doing it, don't you? Because you helped me out when I was sick. Now I'm gonna help you out. That's the only reason. Listen, I'm gonna go over to the hospital and get Ed's secretary to gather together some of his work so I can bring it back over.
Why? I'll just call and have her messenger it over here. Look, you know, you're wrong if you think that Michelle and I can't handle things here.
No, Blake. This time, you are wrong. Unlike you, I was asked here. So, I think the best thing for Ed is to get some sleep and to relax. Hopefully, when I get back here, you, my friend, will be gone.
You know, when I'm around you, I just start thinking of all the things it could be. Bridget, don't you ever want something just for yourself, just for you? Like, don't you ever think of a future of your own where you're with somebody that sees the good in you and the strength and how fearless you are and who loves you for it?
Yeah, I want that a lot.
You think maybe you'd want it badly enough one day to let go of Peter? Because that's the only way it's ever going to happen for us. I gotta get back to work.
Hey, Michelle. I am so glad you came to see me. Do you want some pancakes or something? I got a whole mess of...
Dad hurt himself real bad at the hospital. You've got to come help me.
Gosh, what happened? What happened? Where is he? Is he still in the hospital? Michelle, is he okay? Damn it! Where are my car keys? Michelle? Michelle?
You had a baby?
Wow, that is a lot of zeros.
Not nearly as many as I deserve, believe you me. You see, Lucy, what I plan for that money is to invest it in our company, but I have a feeling that your father might have a little problem with where the money came from.
Might? Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yes, but of course, if that money were to accidentally fall into Buzz's lap, then I'm sure he would do the same thing that I want to do, and that is invest it in our company.
So wait a minute here. Let me get this straight. You want to give 10 grand to Buzz without him knowing where it came from?
Right.
Also, he can give you a big present and give it back to you.
That's right. That's right. Although putting it that way does sound a little bit strange, doesn't it?
No, actually, it sounds like you're finally showing some respect for my dad's feelings. It's about time. You know what? I think I have a friend over at Spalding's who can help us out, too, okay?
What do you have in mind?
Look, I can't really tell you. You just have to trust me on this one, all right? But if my dad finds out, we are both on his hit list.
Honey, is that you?
I'm here, hon. Frank? There you are.
Hi.
Hey.
Listen, did you work things out with Julie?
I think so. I think we should talk about this downstairs, huh?
Okay.